I'm Sarah Cox for the Narwhal. I'm standing on the banks of the Peace River. We're in the heart of Treaty 8 territory. If you follow this river all the way into the mountains, you'll find some of the last survivors of caribou herds, once so plentiful that First Nations described them as like bugs on the landscape. 2 Treaty 8 First Nations have taken matters into their own hands, and they are airlifting pregnant caribou cows to an enclosure high in the mountains. We're going to visit it today with West Moberly First Nations Chief Roland Wilson.
You know, because of our penning program, I think we've got close to 80 caribou now. It's not stable, but we've reversed the trend of them being extirpated.
The remaining 9 calves were all born healthy, and they're still going strong there right now. They're big, growing every day, and big and strong and healthy.
Jeez, I usually try and drive around those great big rocks. Oh, is it? He's on the movies.
We drove up here today. It took us 2 hours to get to the pen, and the last 7 or 8 kilometers was a pretty bumpy ride.
Now that, because of all the harvesting, all the logging activity, all the mining activity, it creates access. And we call them predator highways. It creates an avenue for the predators to access them up here.
We have an opportunity here, I think, to really, really push hard to recover one caribou herd to a level that it is self-sustaining, because we have no examples of that anywhere in Canada that I'm aware of.
We have guardians that are up here that patrol the fence, make sure that there's no predators accessing the caribou here.
At all times, 2 guardians out here, living here. So usually they're in there in the morning, feeding, and they're in there in the evening. And the easiest way to do it is they all have a unique combination of colored ear tags. Obviously, our #1 responsibility is looking after the caribou and cruising around, scaring off predators. They're in there, so let's move along here, we'll get them. Pretty gentle and incredibly affectionate animals. You would not believe how affectionate these cows can be with their calves. They're pretty special critters.
If we can have an example to know what it takes in terms of curtailing industrial development, and we go there, then we'll have information that we can use to then make good decisions about what we can do and how we need to work with industry in order to recover caribou in other places.
Because of human activity, we've encroached on them and traumatized them so much that they're depleting. We've had elders pass away on us now, and it was their dying wish that we do this, you know, and it's in honor of them that we're doing this.
The whole thing ultimately really has to boil down to habitat restoration and protection. Ultimately, that's the real deal. That's what has to happen, and we have to get there one way or another. Otherwise, all of this is for nothing.
This has been a successful project since its inception. The herd size has dramatically increased. It's working. I have faith that this herd will recover. Yeah, I have to believe that.